It's time for the sketchbook that we have all been waiting to tour. My 1 week sketchbook that I completed a couple weeks ago. It's exactly what you would think. It's just a sketchbook that I tried to complete in 1 week. That's not something that actually happened though.
But like, that doesn't even matter.
But yeah, if you're interested in seeing the video of me, like the progress for the sketchbook and like the compilations of all the speed drawings and stuff for everything that's in here, if you're interested in seeing that video will be in the description. But without further ado, we're gonna get into today's sketchbook. This sketchbook is from a pack that I got from like Five Below, and it was kind of beat up, so I was like, this is perfect for a 1 week sketchbook because it doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah, and then I just decorated the front with like marker, and there's just some random stickers. So here we got this page. We got 1 week sketchbook. I started January 28th and I ended February 9th, so definitely not a week. And then my goals for the sketchbook was to finish it in 7 days, which didn't happen. We got have creative freedom and don't worry about it being perfect, and both of those I think I achieved. Anyway, yeah, and then once the sketchbook was finished, I kind of just did this random thing. I don't really know what it is. It's like an abstract looking thing. Not quite sure what I was doing, but yeah, and you'll see at the bottom there's like the dates, and there's like day 1, day 2. Those are like the different days. I kind of lost track halfway through because, like I said, this was not a 1 week sketchbook. It was more like a 2 week. But yeah, so on the first day I was really focusing on colors, and I was trying to use a lot of my Poscas, which I don't really use a whole lot, so I was trying to use them. And we got this like little mushroom and like frog thing going on. And then on this page we have just roses and a bow. I don't really know what's going on, but this was also part of day 1. This was just a random kind of like doodle page that I was doing. There's like underwater creatures, and got a jellyfish, fish, and I'm not quite sure what this is supposed to be. I think it's just a squid, but it doesn't really look like that. And yeah, so that ends day 1. Day 2, I started with a hand, and it was colored in with Poscas, and then I just started writing random stuff. And then this is where I start trying to use both pages for like a spread. This is day 2. This is probably one of my favorite pages. It's a little frog, and this page was inspired by this little guy.
Hey.
It's like a little stuffed animal, or it's like a crochet thing that I got. So yeah, I tried to use some inspiration from my room, because when I just don't know what to draw, I usually like listen to music or try to just look at different stuff in my room, and then I'll usually just get an idea. So yeah, I really like it. It's very colorful. It's very cutesy. Here we have more colorful stuff. I don't really know what to say. I really like this. I like how I use just random colors for the girl, and then get a life. I don't know. It just felt like the right thing to put on this page. I don't know. Yeah. This page was the end of day 2, and I believe I was watching like The Last of Us behind the scenes video, because if you don't know, I'm obsessed with The Last of Us. But yeah, I was watching a document about it, kind of, and I just drew some random eyeballs and stuff. So that ends day 2. Day 3, we started off with this girl. I don't know why, but I'm kind of obsessed with the idea of like putting human faces in like flowers. I don't really know where the idea came from, but I think it's actually like really cute. So I might do that more often for my sketchbook spreads, because it's actually like really cute. I like the idea. So there's the nuts. And then I don't really know what I was doing with this page. I was just doing whatever. I drew this like little mushroom looking up at like a sun. And then for some reason I wrote, why can't we stare at the sun? Like for real? I don't even know what that means. And then, wait, that was day 3. So that was the end of day 3. I only did 2 things for day 3. That's crazy. And then day 4, I started off, I tried to do like a quick sketch of Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption. I think it's the second one. Maybe it's the first and second he's in. I haven't played that game yet. I kind of want to, but yeah. And then for some reason, I just wrote that at the top. You may or may not agree. If you know Joel, he's from The Last of Us. I don't know. I just feel like he's giving off Joel vibes. But yeah, and then I just use the colors from the like cover of the game, like the reds and the yellows and oranges. I don't like the background at all, but I don't know, I just tried to use those colors and use them in like a weird way. I don't know, it looks very buns, but that's okay. And also on day 4, I was watching this video and this quote popped up and I actually really liked it. It says, there must be an opposite of suicide, where someone suddenly and radically decides to start living and rescues their own life from meaninglessness. And I actually really liked that. So I wrote it down in here and I just doodled around it with random stuff. Mainly Poscas and like pen. So yeah, I like this quote. It's cutesy. And then here we got a little page that I did. It was Tinnitus Awareness Week during the time when I was doing this, and I have tinnitus, so I wanted to make a little spread about it. After I added the color and I tried to do shading, it didn't really end up looking like an ear. I don't know if you can tell, but the sketch made it look like it was, but then when I once freaking colored it in, it looked like a, I don't even know. But yeah, so there's that. And then here we got, I just traced my hand and I like colored it in and I added fingernails. And I really like the colors I used with this. It looks very psychedelic. And then here I just didn't know what to do on the other side, so I just painted my hand and I printed it on with black paint. And then I just wrote just be on it, because you know, part of being human is just being able to just sit there and breathe and be okay with that. I don't know. Just be. Ooh, here I was listening to the song Good Cry by Voila, which is one of my favorite bands. And yeah, I just drew an eyeball and it's got a little tear. Like I said, I usually like to listen to music because that kind of helps me with giving me ideas on what I want to draw, or at least gives me like a direction on where I want to go with that page when I listen to music. I don't really know what was going on here. I just really wanted to draw a fish, so I drew a funky looking goldfish, and then I didn't know what to do on this page, so I just wrote that, the memory of a goldfish. It's a weird looking page. This one is just random doodles. Oh, I'm not framed. So it was just random doodles that I was doing while I was watching a YouTube video. I'm not really a big fan of this page, especially this like little frog. I don't really know what he's doing here. Really match the vibe, but oh wait, I just saw now the frog was inspired by this guy.
Hey.
I was just looking up and I saw this. I'm pretty sure that's what I was trying to do. So yeah, I don't know. And then here, this is when I stopped labeling the days because it wasn't actually day 7. It was more like I skipped a couple days and then I did it. I actually really love this page. I love it like a lot. Let's get a little zoom up on that. Obviously I was stressed. During this time because I felt like I really needed to finish the sketchbook in a week, and I had like a butt ton of pages left and just like school and stuff, so I just drew this and I actually really liked it. And then on this side I didn't know what to do, so I just made it blank. But like I said, I really like this page. And here we just got this girl posing with her pits out. And I didn't draw anything on this side because I think I forgot to. Or I just didn't know what to draw. So now that kind of bothers me, but whatever. And then I just drew flowers around her and stuff. Here we just have another random thing I drew. This was before bed. I drew her and I was like really tired. So I kind of tried to make her look tired, and then I wrote hashtag tired at the top. I don't know. I kind of wish I filled up the page a little bit more. These two pages, I wish I filled up more. Oh my gosh, this book's falling apart. I wish I filled up more. I like her color scheme. I like the yellow. Kind of reminds me of Coraline. I'm pretty sure she wears a yellow jacket. So yeah. And then during this time, I was really running out of ideas on what to draw. So I had a painting in mind. So I was just kind of drawing and doing sketches for that. I tried to draw a tree because I suck at drawing those. So I don't know, but yeah, like I said, I was running out of ideas and I really just wanted to finish this. So yeah, but like I said, these are for a painting that I didn't actually end up doing. I might do in the future. I might do like a speed paint video for it, possibly. We shall see. But yeah, that's what this page is for. On this side, we got, oh my gosh, I was just trying to just draw random stuff that would possibly be in my painting. And then I was just writing down ideas like the setting, the scene, the animals I wanted in it, color palette, the style, just notes and stuff. And then I didn't know what to draw on this side, so I just drew mushrooms. So yeah, I like drawing mushrooms a lot. I think mushrooms are cool. And then, I don't really know what we got going on here. I kind of just did whatever. And then I wrote, life is good, question mark. This girl with like teal hair, which looks pretty darn fire. And then just more like popping colors. And then here we got this like little jellyfish that I did with Poscas as well. And I tried to stick with like more of a color scheme, color palette for this page. I wanted it to look kind of cohesive, unlike the other ones that I've been doing before. We got cutesy jellyfish with some like little stars. I really like the like little bubbles I added. And then just a random design in the corner. And then just a quote that I looked up because the space felt a little empty. So there's that. And then we got this strawberry. I actually really like the left side of this page a lot. I think it's just cute. I like the like chaos of it, and it just looks really cute in my opinion. And then on this side, I had a hard time trying to do this, like figure out how I wanted to decorate this side of the page. So I had something. It was like I was originally gonna do like a soda can or something, and then I hated it, and then I took like some of my math homework and I glued it on top. And then I wrote Dancing on Our Graves, which was another song that I was listening to from Voila. And yeah, just some random like little swirlies I used a lot when I was trying to take up space and fill up space. So yeah, and like I like smeared a lot of my Poscas. Got these like little blobs I did. This was after I finished the sketchbook. That's when I did both of these. So yeah, we got like little blobs with faces. And yeah, I kind of wish I decorated a little bit more, but I think I was just tired of the sketchbook, so. But yeah, there's the sketchbook.